My guests at this time are internationally known pro wrestling stars who are going to be featured in the new animated NFT series, The Gimmicks, produced by new Web3 animation studio Toonstar and Mila Kunis' Sixth Wall, Doc Gallows, and Rocky Romero. Hey, guys, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with me today.
What's going on, Nasty Nick? You good, baby?
Nasty Nick, I like that.
Yeah, it's good. I'm just gonna deem him that from now on.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Hey, I'm feeling nasty. I'm here. I'm ready to go to Pity City, and I'd like to talk real quickly here at the top before we get into some different wrestling stuff about this project, an animated NFT series produced by Mila Kunis. How did you all put this together? How did this come about?
Man, this has been in the making for, a year and a half, I would say, since we met the Toonstar team. We actually met them through Enzo, and then Talking Shop kind of started taking point on the project, and then we started putting it all together. And there were a lot of different outlets at first that they were looking for to release this thing, and then it ended up landing with, Rocky's our resident crypto NFT expert. But the way the world has moved, the economy has moved, and everything has changed, this was like the best opportunity to make this thing out there and get it live. And the fact that there's a new episode dropping every week, and every Friday it's fan interactive, where you can choose the career path, the next chapter, so to speak. I think the interactive element's really cool. And, having Mila Kunis on board certainly does not hurt the cause for the Good Brothers and Team Talking Shop.
That's right.
Had to do a double take when I saw all these names right next to each other. I'm not going to lie.
Right.
So Rocky, as the resident crypto NFT expert here,
right.
For fans that just listen to Doc describe this show, how does this work? Right, help us visualize how an animated NFT series kind of comes together.
Right. So first of all, there's a mint that's happening on Friday morning, March 18th, I believe, at 9 a.m.
Time out.
Yeah.
What does that mean? What is that?
Nick,
this is where I come in.
This as much as you need this, Nick. I'm going to call Rocky after these interviews. So I need more on this.
What is a mint? Okay.
A mint is where you exchange your crypto for an NFT token.
Okay.
And it's minted on the blockchain. So it's verified on the blockchain. So that's when the exchange happens, right? So think of it as like you put a quarter in a gumball machine.
Okay.
Twist the thing, and then out comes the gumball.
Okay. Got it.
It's very similar to that. So to that process.
And the crypto is the quarter, and the gumball is the NFT, right?
Correct.
Okay, nice. Keeping up here.
I just came
now
up
we're learning
too.
Yeah. I love it. Yeah, it's perfect.
So that's happening on Friday. So then so what you'll be able to do is the following week will be the first episode that drops, and you'll be able to get first access. If you become a token holder, you can get first access to the animated series, and then be able to vote, choose your own adventure style to see where the characters go after that. But also there's other things that will be involved. There's like a dick punch game.
A dick punch game. Okay.
Yeah. DIC. And it stands for Decentralized Inclusive Community. And basically it's like a Facebook poke. You remember the Facebook poke?
Oh yeah. Who could forget? You get your drunk aunt poking you all the time.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, but I mean, wouldn't the Sex Ferguson version be a dick poke? I mean,
of course, dick punch. Right.
Yeah. So dick punch. I can't say dick
punch.
poke. Excuse that.
Dick punch. So imagine you've got your NFT, right? And you can add stats to it by dick punching other people or getting dick punched yourself. And then there's going to be like a leaderboard element to it. So you can see how many dick punches this person got, how many this person received or gave or whatever. And but basically we're creating a whole community here based around primarily around the animated series, but there's going to be all kinds of other inclusive stuff that you'll have access to, basically us, the cast, the writers, They're going to be doing like, VO contests constantly where, so like if you're a token holder as well, you might get like voted in as your character, so like your NFT, you can build a character like and a backstory behind it. So there's going to be a wiki that's involved. You build the backstory of your NFT character. And then if the fans, the community will vote on their favorite, and that person will guest star in a Gimmicks episode.
Wow.
It's like a modern day NFT MySpace.
It's nuts. This thing is going to be so nuts on so many levels. Yeah. It's a really, really cool project.
Yeah. And it feels really big as you're explaining it to me. And it is really big, right? I think it's going to take some people some time getting into the community and kind of exploring this to kind of figure it out. I mean, there's, I ask these questions because I'm sure you've heard people very confused about NFT or be angry for some reason about NFT. So I don't know how you guys handle the people that are non-open to the NFT idea right now. I don't know what your sales pitch to them is.
Right. Well, can I say something, Nick? I know a lot of people, like we're getting some flack of people saying like, NFTs are not eco-friendly and stuff like that. But like, so we chose a blockchain called Solana, and that's what this whole thing is built on. And that blockchain is extremely eco-friendly. So like, I think they said something like
it's the equivalent of 2 Google searches is the electronic, basically carbon footprint of doing this. So it's not like some of these other things that are out there that are just gobbling up everything in their path.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, what an interesting market right now. I mean, certainly, everybody's figuring it out as they go along. I just want to get your guys' thoughts on that. So have you actually talked to Mila Kunis about this project yet? Have you sat down and had that Zoom conversation with her? Is she a pro wrestling fan?
She has a lot going on right now because, for those who don't know, Mila is Ukrainian. So a lot of our press stuff that was coming up with us together kind of had to be on hold, and we're doing some separate things because her and Ashton Kutcher are, they're on a charitable front there. She has direct family there. So thoughts and prayers to them. And we can hold off on doing that until, the world is right and the time is appropriate, because obviously that's the most important thing right now. But it will be coming down the pike. I don't want to announce anything prematurely because we don't have a date on it, but some really cool, exciting stuff with her coming up as well.
Yeah, obviously a lot of fans know her in the cartoon space, Meg from Family Guy. And
right.
Yeah, this kind of has that kind of South Park Family Guy vibe I'm getting from what I read in the press release about that.
Actually, one of the writers, one of the Daves. So there's 2 writers. They're both names are Dave, so we call them the Daves. Daves. Yeah, they've written on Family Guy as well. So like we're not only
good tie
Mila part of it, there's a great tie-in with the writers as well.
I think Colt Cabana's brother is the producer on Family Guy. I don't know, something like that.
It's something like that. There's a tie-in. Yeah, I'm not sure what it is. We'll be seeing Colt April 17th.
Are you gonna beat him up?
No, we're going to actually coming off of New Japan's April 16th Windy City Riot show, where the Good Brothers will appear April 17th. Once you finish up with your Easter activities or whatever you do on the Sabbath, come join us live for Talkin' Shop meets the Art of Wrestling podcast in Chicago, Illinois. It will all be available on all our social media networks. Cheap plug.
So Rocky and Doc, I guess, how does it feel to get, kind of break away for just a second here from the NFT animated series stuff? How does it feel to get New Japan back in the States and moving again? I felt like, pre-pandemic, New Japan was really positioned to make some big moves, especially in North America, and everything just got put on hold, obviously. What is it like right now to feel that energy starting to come back here in the States with New Japan?
I'll let you take that, Gallows, if you like.
I will. I think that ever since this, and I don't even know if I'm allowed to talk about it now, this forbidden door has opened and the world has started to open back up. It's a really exciting time for us. It was really cool to go to Resurgence in LA, kind of reestablish the Good Brothers dominance as our plan was coming into fruition, our long-term plan to take back over Bullet Club. And now Chicago is one of the greatest wrestling markets in this country, one of the loudest cities that there are. So, it takes a lot to get Machine Gun and I to get our blood boiling these days, but we are super duper pumped to be in the Windy City for the first time ever representing New Japan Pro Wrestling. And I think all the stuff that a lot of credit to Rocky that he probably doesn't get with what he's done with New Japan Strong through the pandemic and now coming out of it. It's a super exciting time for New Japan, for Impact Wrestling, for AEW, all the way across the board, and seeing everybody kind of teaming up and doing some kick-ass stuff together. I say it all the time, but it's a really entertaining, exciting time, not only for you guys as fans, but for us as wrestlers and entertainers as well.
Well, and Rocky, to kind of piggyback off of what Doc's saying here, man, I've heard a laundry list of stories about you helping people out, mentoring people, creating opportunities. How's it been for you getting to step up in a leadership role in a really big way these last couple of years?
Honestly, it feels awesome. I mean, like to be able to, scout talent, look for younger talent, look for like those up and coming stars and giving them a platform, on a huge platform like NJPW is pretty amazing. So like I've enjoyed it, and I just want to do more. I want to help the community of professional wrestling as much as I can, and as well grow New Japan in the States, and really try to recover some of the time that we lost during the pandemic. I'd love to see New Japan right up there once again. And I think Windy City Riot April 16th is a great start. April 1st we've got a huge show called Lone Star Shootout at WrestleCon that's also shaping up. I mean, we just announced Killer Cross will be a part of that. So
yeah,
a lot of exciting stuff happening.
Big get. What do you guys think about Killer Cross joining the Shark Pool over at New Japan?
Man, I've been out on I've been doing autograph signings the last couple of months. My partner took a minute off from doing stuff outside of our Impact dates, and I've seen him on 2 big independent shows. Yeah, you laugh. I know. He just did it to me today. Just canceled today. But over the last 2 months, I've been to some bigger independent events in the Northeast. And I'd met Killer Cross in Japan years ago. Didn't honestly remember it too well, but it was fun seeing him in that space, and it's going to be really fun to see what he can do with New Japan because it's a true proving ground. It felt like that to me coming out of WWE and TNA, but you got to be able to keep up when you step into a New Japan ring for the first time. I think this is a great challenge for him and a great way for him to establish himself outside of that WWE umbrella because, if you can make it there, I think you can make it just about anywhere. So it's going to be a big proving ground for Killer Cross, and I think he'll step up to the plate. I'm excited for it.
Yeah, and New Japan has managed to stay very relevant here in the States by successfully working with a lot of different promotions in the last 2 years, which I know was not the strategy pre-pandemic necessarily. How strong are those relationships right now? Like, is the Impact relationship seems to be very, very strong. I mean, a lot of the Bullet Club drama seems to be playing out over there at the moment.
Sure, and you can see New Japan immediately following Impact every week on Access TV. So you have that 8 o'clock, well, actually 7 o'clock from when BTI goes on. That's a great night of pro wrestling with the Impact show and then followed up by New Japan. And now, the Bullet Club story starting to play out in an Impact ring and on Impact television, on our pay-per-views and things like that. So, yeah, I think it's really exciting all the way across the board. And it feels like the relationship with AEW seems to be great as well. And I think that does nothing but help. It's a positive for everybody.
So why does all the Bullet Club stuff happen in Impact and all the chaos stuff happen at AEW? Because I think a lot of people are clamoring to see that Bullet Club trigger get pulled and Bucks, Omega, when the time comes, get laid out. How come we haven't seen that? Why no Bullet Club in AEW?
Well, I mean, we saw Jay. Jay was definitely, was just in AEW, and he was mixing it up with Cole and getting into all that drama.
We have to have time to let our stories play out, young grasshopper.
Right.
All right. I'm just asking the question. It's glaringly obvious.
I love it.
It's one faction gets to go play at AEW right now, and it's the fun one, right? When does the story win,
I'll tell you this, Nick. I have been trying to throw Rocky Romero a Bullet Club shirt over the last 2 weeks. I've been unsuccessful so far, but I will be able to lean on him a little more this weekend, I hope.
I keep denying it.
It would make our business relationship so much easier.
I'll wear the Good Brothers hat, so, that you can find at...
Well, that's good. Yeah. CollarandElbowBrand.com.
Oh, there it is.
Got it. Another big change recently was Ring of Honor, man. Tony Khan picked that thing up. I don't know what you guys thought about the fact that Ring of Honor has new ownership. And where do you see this? Where do you see New Japan right now? I mean, a lot of people would say WWE 1, AEW 2. has New Japan definitively kind of taken that third spot in North America, you think, right now, with ROH kind of in a weird period and I guess kind of sharing space with Impact at the same time? I mean, I guess I don't know. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I mean, I think that you know, Impact and New Japan are probably pretty close or head to head, you know, on that in that third spot for sure. I mean, just like Impact is such a proven organization, and you know, like the numbers that they have, like weekly, the you know, their YouTube views and stuff like that is super impressive stuff. So like I don't know, I feel like Impact doesn't get enough credit, you know, for being such a great organization, and especially in the last couple of years, they've really pulled together a great pool of talent, and they've also, and their shows are super kick ass. Their pay-per-views are great. So I feel like the New Japan involvement will just help them, but also help New Japan stay relevant in the States as well, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. And what about Ring of Honor?
We actually,
yeah.
I thought I saw it as a positive, Nick, because you look at the influx of Ring of Honor talent who came over maybe unsuredly to Impact. But then if you look at the size of the AEW roster, I think there's going to be a lot of positives there for younger guys and guys who are competing for television time to go to Ring of Honor and kind of recultivate that brand under the guide of AEW, which obviously Tony Khan and the team there is very wrestling positive. They're fans, and I think they want to see that brand continue. So I think that's going to be nothing but good to cultivate young talent and give some talent that's trying to squeeze in there on Dynamite and Rampage a platform to show what they can do as well.
You guys think we'll see a New Japan AEW Super Show that a lot of people want down the road, or no?
Well, you got to ask Rocky. He's office, brother.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna. I thought I'd let it sit out there and big to see who could take it. But yeah, Rocky, what do you think? You think we're gonna?
I mean, anything is possible for sure. I mean, I know that that's, you know, what the fans want. You know, it's definitely still really difficult just because, you know, we are two touring brands in two different countries. You know, we've got the US touring brand and we've got the Japanese touring brand, which is, you know, constantly touring. So it's just hard with logistic wise for sure. But I mean, if AEW is open to it, I think New Japan would be open to it as well.
Well, it's interesting when you say like the Japanese and the American touring brands, which was like something that really much came out of the pandemic, was like the American touring brand. Was that always the idea to create that, or was the idea before the pandemic to make the Japanese touring brand ostensibly part of like the American touring brand, or was there the idea to always have two rosters?
There was always a plan to have two rosters, but it was like a 7-year plan. You know, it was like to build it slowly, you know, over time. But then the pandemic came, and it just, the opportunity was there. You know, it was such a restart for kind of everybody, right? So like like we were first to come back with shows, you know, on New Japan World, even before the Japanese brand. You know, so that's why, you know, that's how New Japan Strong was birthed. And yeah, we just kind of are full in it now, and we're taking it all over the United States. You know, we've got a show even this weekend in St. Petersburg, on Sunday, so that'll be a great, you know. And these New Japan Strong shows are so kick-ass. The cards are so mixed with Impact talent, AEW talent, you know, top indie talent, New Japan talent, of course. And so if you get a chance to stop into a New Japan Strong taping, I definitely recommend it.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
It sets a nice groundwork too for like nice Japanese touring brand, American touring brand kind of dynamics type stuff. I love it. I think it's great. So lastly here, kind of circling back on the animated series, Enzo is a part of this series. Enzo is already a cartoon character. How was it working with him to make the real Enzo, cartoon Enzo, come to life? What was that like?
Well,
oh, Doc, we lost you.
We lost you, Doc. Oh, he accidentally pressed mute. There you go.
You were so excited to talk Enzo. I knew he would be. I was him up. This was my go-home spot. I was like, tuck that Enzo away. Get Doc all fired up here as we go out. Can you hear us, Doc?
Oh,
you're still
we
muted.
Can't hear you. Yeah, you're muted for some reason.
Here, wait. Let me see if I can unmute you. Nope. Now you're muted. You're unmuted we can't hear you. I can't hear you at all, Doc.
Maybe plug in your headphones again.
Yeah, you want to plug the headphones in? We can see you. I mean, I probably should edit this for the audio, the audio version, but
oh no, we lost you.
I'm honestly not going to do that. If you're listening to us on audio form,
well, I think what Gallows was gonna say was you know, the cool thing is like, we're all playing our alter egos, right? So like, I'm playing Chico Luchador, Gallows is playing Sex Ferguson, Anderson is playing Chad Too Bad, and Enzo is playing Enzo. So I feel like that kind of like wraps it all up and answers it. But no, dude, honestly, Enzo's voiceover work is probably some of the best I've ever heard in my life. It's so good. He's so animated when he speaks, and when they actually animate what he's saying, his voice, it's incredible. So it's so good. He's such a natural, a complete natural.
All right. Well, hey, we've lost Doc. That's fine. We're at time anyway.
Wait, Doc. Doc wanted to tell me this weekend Impact is at the ECW Arena, March 18th and 19th. So come check it out. Impact.
And Rocky, is there anything you want to put over here before we wrap up the talk today?
Yeah. Well, if you're around in the St. Petersburg, Tampa area this Sunday, New Japan Strong will be taping. So get your tickets, NJPW1972.com for more info.
Cool. We'll wrap it there. That was a blast. Thank you guys so much.
TheRealGimmicks.com.
Oh, and TheRealGimmicks.
Yeah.
And Doc is still waving at us.
And he's waving at us.
Thank you, Doc. And thank you, Rocky.